What's good, my people? We are back again for another one of this, the one and only Mystelics vlogs.
Damn, say baby.
Welcome to our Mystelics vlogs. Welcome to each and every one of you guys of the Mystelics family out and large who have tuned in yet again for another vlog. And of course, if you're new to this channel, welcome as well, guys. This is your boy Mystelics. I'm your boy Mystelics. Look me there. And of course, this is where I tend to give my views on a number of things taking place in Dominica and the Caribbean and the rest of the world by extension. So with that said, guys, definitely subscribe, become a Mystelics family, and definitely give this video a thumbs up as well. Mystelics family, you don't know this scene already. Now guys, we're gonna get right into it concerning the whole situation that has taken place in Portsmouth involving the police, what seems to be a grandfather, the grandson, and of course a healthcare individual. Of course, this vlog is gonna be a bit different, kind of like a reaction, but give my thoughts on the whole situation right there, guys. I kind of edit this video down because it was pretty big, but with that said, guys, let us get into the story right there.
I have a boy that fell sick. Now, I do not worry right now how he falls sick or why he falls sick. What I'm worried about is to get him well. That is what I'm worrying. So I do call a doctor and speak to the doctor. The boy is on the boat. So what we're going to do, we're going to come there on the boat and pay him a visit, assess him to see if he needs further help. Unknowing to me, the security of Longhouse had called the police already. This boy is stopping them from sleeping in their bed while he's on the wharf on the boat.
Now guys, before I continue, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm thinking I'm having the wrong occupation in my mind. If you are a security guard and you're doing security at night, which means you are working at night, why are you then complaining while you are on the job that somebody is disturbing you from sleeping? I don't understand. I don't understand now. Let's get back into the story right here.
So I went there. To my surprise, I met police there. So I am already shocked.
So the security guards called the police. The police came for the individual who is in the boat disturbing the security guards from sleeping. The grandfather or the father came and noticed that the police was there, understanding that this son of his is sick. And the police is there because the security guards call the police because they're keeping the security up from sleeping. That is what I'm getting from the whole thing right here. Okay guys, let us continue.
As soon as the doctors saw or see how the police was acting, and she said, listen, gentlemen, we only here to help him. The reason why we are here today, and if the doctor is under the sound of my voice, she could remember them words. We only here today to get him help.
So with that said, understanding that there's a doctor there, which means that the police who were called in saw that there was a doctor there, and the doctor is telling them that this guy is sick. He needs help. He's not sound in his mind right there. Let us continue.
But when the guy was reacting, the police, I look at this man and I say, the devil must have entered in him. And I told him, did you come here to kill him? And on 3 occasions, I asked that question because I feel to myself, the way I'm seeing him, a devil must get in this man. Knowing that you come to a sick person, the way he was acting, it wasn't nice to me. And that is the reason I asked him if he come here to kill him. However, make a long story short, we get him by the hospital.
So it is very clear that an individual who is sick in his mind is taken to the hospital. The police, no, maybe did not know this thing. But then I'm thinking to myself, even if the police knew this or not, the very fact that you are dealing with another human being, you shouldn't act in accordance to that. But the way it seems is that the police didn't care if the guy was mentally sick or not. It just goes to show the very fact that how the police deals with individuals isn't on a professional basis. It seems like they go after just trying to beat people or trying to rough up people because of certain situations without understanding the real gist of the whole thing. But you also understand that you took him to a hospital. You knew that they took him to the hospital. The medical individual also stated to you that this guy is sick and they are only there to help. Therefore, you should stop your dirty ways. Not true. So with that said, guys, the individual that they brought who is mentally sick to the hospital escaped. Let us continue.
Now when he walk out, I myself propose we have to try to get him, because look, me would have somebody that is mentally sick, transport could jam him, he can create something, so we got to get him. That was my proposition. I decide we're going to take 2 vehicles. Police, you on your vehicle, I am on one. I take 3 other boys with me. And I say, if you get him before me, call me. Remember, I say, if you get him before me, because this man, I noticed the devil was in him.
So the grandfather of the son is stating that he noticed that the police officer is acting a certain way that is not conducive to anything professional, but that of which looks like he's possessed with some type of demon that has him in a trance that would then reflect that dirty ways that he has on that person that is mentally sick. Anyways, they found that guy. Let us continue.
I located him. Imagine, I am calling the police to kill my son and I don't know. So I call him, because we need to take him to the hospital. And I remember, even by the hospital, the doctor was saying, try to get him, but remember, he's a sick person. I am trying to get Turuzu to the hospital.
So guys, it is therefore confirmed that when he escaped, the doctor told he tried to find him, but remember that he is sick. So let's say you forget, he was on the port in Longhouse, you forget that the boy has a mental problem. The nurse then reminds you when the brother escaped that he is also mentally ill. He's not well mentally. Alright? So you have been reminded of that. Let's continue.
I give them a little while. They met this boy sitting down on a forklift his father having Longhouse.
So this is why I stated that he most likely is the grandfather. The individual speaking is the grandfather, because he just mentioned that the boy was sitting down. He wasn't fighting nobody. He was sitting down on a forklift, and not just a forklift, his own father's forklift. It's not he invading on somebody else's thing and whatnot. No, his own father's forklift is where they found him on. Okay, let us continue.
Nobody would believe what I see. And I am not going to make not one mistake. I'm not doing one bit of lie. Everything I'm saying there, anybody can take it and put it in the back, because that is the plain truth. You know what I see? Indeed, the man trying to kill the boy. They shackle the man 2 hands like this. They shackle him like this. I mean his hand like this in front, so they shackle his 2 foot. Now this sick man becomes vulnerable. There is no doubt. The only thing you can use there is your mouth. And after he was shackled, both hand and foot, this man go to his vehicle, pull out a stick they call a baton, and start beating up this young man.
So let me get this straight. You restricted the mentally ill guy. Not only did you do that, but you tried to then beat him into subjection. You shackled his hands and his feet. He cannot go nowhere. The only thing, like the brother said, he could use is his mouth. And of course, you would not just stay there for somebody who's mentally unsound to just bite you. That would be kind of stupid. But not only that, you decided to go for a baton. Them hard stick, and you there hitting the man that you just shackled down. And this is why I always mention about the police needing proper training. I don't think 6 months is enough at all. Places like and other places, certain places of this sort, they tend to have 2 years of training for these individuals. These guys have a much better understanding of what needs to be done to handle certain situations. But apparently it's clear that this guy, who is a police, did not know how to handle a mentally unsound guy, then going for a baton to hit him while he's shackled. I tell you, let's continue.
And I take the dive of my life. When I leave the vehicle, I did not even touch the ground, because I did not want him to receive another blow. And the guy just sit down there, you hear him, back on him, back, and he only hit him on bone. That is the reason why you could hear the impact. So when I take the dive, then I stop the blow. And again I say, oh my God, you're trying to kill him. So when I say you're trying to kill him, the beating stopped. I dive, I cover him. And this guy, you could see him furious. The man smelled blood. He's not stopping so easy, he smelled blood. But I'll tell you one thing, brother. If you're looking at me now, I'm telling you one thing. The only way you got away that day, I did not prepare. I was so shocked because I don't expect something that a policeman beating a guy with both hands and foot shackled.
And it's not just in the police sector, but across the board. Customer service, in the hospitals, across the board. That person make me mad. I am a police officer, so because you make me mad, I'm supposed to act in accordance to how you make me feel mad. And it is you guys who did the training. That is something I'll never understand, you know. They are the ones who did the training to understand how to de-escalate situations. You have the man shackled. He's mentally unsound. And you go for a batter to beat him. And you could literally hear the sound of the beating with the batter on the man's bones. Poke!
No, a day like before, I couldn't see my forbidden fruit is taking place like that. I would react. And the reaction would be death. I would not stop until you kill me. You doesn't know me, but anybody that know me will tell you now. If a day like before, when I was physical, I would stand up with you.
That for sure is certain. Guys, picture this. Your family member is shackled and you seen a police taking a hot piece of stick or hot piece of iron, whatever, and hitting that person, and that person is there taking the blows. What would run in your heart, brothers and sisters? What would run inside you? What would run inside you? Somebody who's supposed to know to de-escalate situations that wasn't even escalating in the first place. The man was on his father's forklift and you choose to do that to the man, a shackled, mentally unstable man.
Since I cannot be physical, I am too old to be physical. So you touch my forbidden fruit. So what is next? I claim Genesis. That's all I am doing.
And I think that there should be some sort of law that states if we see police officers doing wrong, you then have to justify why you stepped in or prevented that from happening. This is one of the rules that they have now as a result of the George Floyd case. By the way, the officer was found guilty. I really want to find out what's going to happen to the other officers as well, who are also partakers in that very thing right there. Of course, the shopping guy was the one directly involved in why George Floyd lost his life. But the others were also accomplices. And that is one of the laws that they just implemented, I believe it is. If police officers see other police officers doing wrong, they have the right to intervene as a result of that. I saw that on the news. Anyways, guys, so he's leaving the brother for God. God told Adam not to touch the forbidden fruit. They touched the forbidden fruit, and God said, you shall surely die. And as a result, the brother is claiming that for the police officer who did that to his son. The wickedness in this. Anyways, let's continue.
I will be spiritual with you. You touch my forbidden fruit. It is forbidden that nobody touch my children. So if you touch my forbidden fruit, not even God will have mercy on you. Because in the Garden of Eden, God did not have mercy on nobody. When he said, do not touch that, you will die. I want you to know it clear. So now, go back to your mother and your father that's laughing, ha ha ha, you beat my son. And tell them, mommy, daddy, I touched forbidden fruits. And look me going to die. Start crying, and I guarantee you they will cry.
Guys, I don't know if some police officers don't seem to think. But police officers, you have to understand that the same way you have families, is the same way that other people that you are doing harm have families as well. And when they get to witness that, it will hold on them to say that police officers are wicked. And then other police officers who stand up and do nothing, they too are equally as responsible for what has happened.
You know you make me cry a lot, sir. I stayed days not sleeping, not even eating. Because I was sleeping, I seen you beating this guy, which is my son, with a baton. Even when you shackle his 2 foot and his 2 hands, and even when he is sick, he doesn't know what he's doing. You really believe that is the work of a policeman?
You see, guys, it comes back down to professionalism, one, and also two, understanding why you are in the position to be a police. Why? That is to protect and serve who? The people. Every single detail brought about right there was uncalled for. You make the man cry. A man at that age, you make him cry just to reflect on the things that you are doing to the person that he calls his son, his forbidden fruit. Understanding that individuals have family members. And you bring pain on a man that was mentally unsound. That is something else. They should bring you to court, man. Bring him to court. Wickedness shall never prevail. I tell you, it just keeps continuing. Anyways.
Like when they see something, the devil enter in them, and they smell blood, and they're going to kill. That is the people I'm talking about, not the police. The police in Dominica, I'm sure looking even slack sometimes. You understand? So they're very nice people. By the way, they had huge fellas there, 2 times bigger than the killer that was doing that. They never react like that. So therefore, this guy was very physical, which of course I cannot be physical, but I can promise you, I will be spiritual with you.
No guys, as the brother stated, all police officers are not like that. But if a police officer is there and seeing that is going on and did nothing, you are equally as responsible for that. So although police officers might not be committing the act, if you refuse to stop the person from doing harm for the people you are supposed to protect and serve, you are equally as responsible.
And you all Dominicans that getting beaten, all your children dying from police, all you cause them to come and beat mine. You know why? You all guys talk too much. When you talk, nothing is happening. You take to court, nothing is happening. So they believe it's something good they're doing. And they just continue until they touch forbidden fruit. And I'm going to correct it with you.
Because a lot of people in Dominica, when it comes down to doing things, they talk. They call radio station talk. They go and talk to Mo. They try to come and talk to me. I share the story, of course. And they just talk. But who is taking the action to come against these individuals? Who is taking the action? Who is rallying together? Hey, it's not my son, so I'm not coming in all your business. But then when it happens to your son or your daughter, you then want other people to come to your rescue. That is what I don't understand with people. And these kind of situations continue to happen over and over again. We know 2 individuals who lost their lives as a result of the very police officers. And I was inside and I saw them mistreating one of the individuals. They hit a guy with a speakerphone. They hit him blow and they tell him breathe. If he were to breathe, they would hit him more shots, hit him more punches and things. I saw this for myself. Wickedness out there. And everybody just stay aside saying, hey, wait a while. Let the others do it. We don't want to show up, Let the others do it. But when it's our turn, if our turn were to ever come, we want others to show up for us. But we never want to show up for the other people. I don't think people realize it's not a me thing. Just like society is not a me thing. It's a societal thing where everybody comes in. You see what happened in Haiti? Where the people were relentless and they continue until the very wicked president that they had in Haiti and his entire armed governing body had to retire. You have to be unified and be consistent in that thing, or nothing will happen. And when it reaches your doorstep, you will then be bawling, say, hey, somebody help me. But you never showed up for when it really mattered, so that it would not reach your doorstep if you stood up with somebody else. That is what people don't seem to understand. Anyways,
I claim it. I don't have to do nothing. It is written, and I claim it with faith. I claim it with faith, because there is no way you can give a reason why you beating up on a man with 2 hands, his 2 foot shackled, even when he is sick. How are you going to explain that?
I think just like that of when you have police officers in the United States, guys, where police officers become scared and then fire or think they're using their taser. Instead of using a taser, they use an actual gun and actually take somebody's life right there. I think it definitely boils back down to the individual themselves. Individuals who cannot channel their emotions to be professional enough to then handle the people that they are supposed to be protecting and serving should not be protecting and serving in the first place if you're doing harm to these individuals. Why are these guys still there? Did they fire any of the individuals who took the lives of individuals in the police station? Do they fire anybody who tends to do wickedness to people uncalled for? There will come a time when the citizens will not take it again. And when they start retaliating, you wonder if it's... Let me leave that there. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts on the whole situation right here, guys? I just had to bring this out. This is edited. The full thing is in the description below, guys. You can definitely check that out. It'll be on Facebook. And of course, guys, give a thumbs up for this guy coming up, man. And you could really tell that it affected him, man. I watched the whole thing, guys. I urge you guys to watch the whole thing as well. It's really something else. Why? What is the reasoning behind this? Why? But then again, it's talk we talking. Anyways, guys, give this video a thumbs up for the brother coming out to give his story. God doesn't sleep. 99 days for the thief. 1 day is all it take. All you to stop all your dirty ways and stop thinking it's all you alone and our family. I don't understand this kind of things. I've been seeing this thing over and over. You swear it's movie that there's no movie. Anyways, guys, that's all I said. Tell all the wicked people them stop their dirty ways. But with the Most High's help as always, guys, definitely be real, be positive, and definitely stay prayed up.
Damn, saving. Lord, please let me.
welcome to our Mystelics vlogs.
One day just go blow.
One day I will blow.
Be alone,
Something will go show.
one day just go blow.
Wow, this life is a constant uphill battle, but it's also filled with some beautiful moments.